see that cop with the orgy cop?
Oh, yeah, the 5 cops.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, what were they doing? Like in the actual station?
Well, they were at work. Yeah.
So is that why
I think on 2 occurrences, basically, she hooked up with 2 of them, I think. And in the article, they were saying basically, I think it was... I don't know what they said exactly she did, but the 2 times at work hooked up with 2 of the officers.
Yeah.
I don't know, like... It's interesting.
Can you get the sack for hooking up with you?
At work, though. Think about it, like... I don't know, like you're not really supposed to, are you?
I don't know.
Especially on the job as a police officer.
Were they on the clock?
Yeah, they're on the clock. I think one was in a police station, another one was like in the police car.
No, that's fucked up if it's on the clock because someone's in an emergency and they need to,
Hold up.
and they're just, wait, I'm almost finished. Wait, help.
I mean, look, if you got caught at work doing that, do you think you'd still have a job?
No, you get fired.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, sexual.
It's not appropriate.
No, you'll get fired instantly. Like most corporate jobs.
Says
anyway.
the man who's never done a Zoom with a pair of pants on. You know what I mean?
Well, if he did have it on, well...
I'm in the comfort of my home, thank you very much. Where would I like?
Yeah. I don't know, it's interesting, yeah.
If you did that at any places that I worked at in the past,
Gone.
you'd be gone instantly.
Yeah, same.
At a supermarket in the grocery section.
You want some cereal? Hang on a second.
I've got a dragon fruit up my ass.
You want milk with that?
I was going to say, before we sort of touched on that whole bodybuilding, weightlifting thing. Have you seen Dana White's Power Slap League thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about physical...
I can't watch that.
The physicality of like an athlete.
There's dudes
and all
with
that.
faces out here, man.
How did that even become a sport?
Because it started in Russia, didn't it?
I will be honest. Yeah, it did. And they're retarded. I will be honest.
I'm just picturing
I
them riding
think
bears to the stadium.
pinning, like boxing, I understand they're wearing gloves, but pinning people in a ring, and I know this is going to be controversial, but pinning 2 guys bare fist in a ring for entertainment is the most fucked up like concept I've ever
number
seen.
one, it's not bare fist.
What are we talking about
How
here?
is it not bare
Are you
fist?
talking about MMA?
Yeah.
That's not bare fist.
How
What
is
do
it
they
not
have
bare
on?
fist?
Don't they have just
got gloves.
tape?
What are you talking about? They got tape on.
No, they don't. MMA doesn't have like you talk about UFC.
Oh, sorry, UFC. Yeah, UFC.
UFC, they've got lighter.
They've got tape on.
They've got the...
Not tape, you dick. They got gloves.
Isn't it just like knuckle gloves?
No,
like up to the heel?
They're ounce gloves. Like they're not boxing gloves.
What, is there
but
any
they are.
foam on their feet as well and their knees?
No, their feet
and their elbows? Are they wearing tricycle gear or something?
But they've still got gloves. They got MMA
Oh,
gloves.
okay. So when an elbow comes to your face or your temple,
Well, dude, Thai boxing is you've had elbows to the.
I'm not disputing any other fighting. I'm just saying that we make it entertainment where these people have pretty violent tendencies, and if they're in public and they don't have a place to, express themselves,
It's modern day
they
gladiatorial
probably
games.
beat the shit out of people on the street, right? From road
Maybe, it's
rage
possible.
or whatever.
No.
Well, that might help.
Hang on, hang on.
That might help
Dude,
them focus.
Wait a
Sure.
second, because now you're going into a whole other kettle of fish. Hang on. I've got to pull you back here. MMA, UFC, right? Mixed martial arts. UFC is just the biggest banner. You've got Pride,
Yeah.
you've got all the other ones as well. Bellator, okay?
One.
That's mixed martial arts. That's about different martial arts, man.
Right.
It's literally different types of martial arts.
Right. What's the goal? What's the goal of each match?
It's fighting
What's the goal of each match?
to submit the opponent.
Right. Or knock them out, right?
Well, you don't have to knock them out.
No. What's the goal? There's 2 goals.
Fights are mostly ended
You
in
need
submissions
to
or
win.
points.
You need to win, right?
Yeah, like
It's win or lose.
Yeah.
It's fight or like it's
the
survive.
sumos. Same with the sumos.
They push each other out of a ring.
No, it's not just pushing each other out of the ring. It still gets physical.
No, it doesn't. They literally push each other out of a ring. It lasts less than 5 seconds for a sumo match.
And nevertheless, my point is that it's about different classes of fighting and branches of fighting.
Right.
Martial arts. It's not just they're not just taking it's not bum fights where they're just throwing 2 random strangers in the ring. It's conditioning, it's technique, it's all types of shit.
Right. For entertainment.
It's not for entertainment.
It's very much for
competitive
entertainment.
sport.
Well, you wouldn't have a crowd there if it wasn't for entertainment.
But it's competitive sport. They still had it during COVID when there was no crowd.
Yeah, but they put their little crowd people up.
Oh, Jesus.
So you're telling me it's not for entertainment?
It's competitive sport.
In what way?
Everything's for entertainment.
Well, okay.
To be the best fighter, to be the best athlete, to be the best sportsman, to be the best weightlifter, to be the best whatever.
Yeah.
Why is it that Piros Dimas went to the 96 Olympics and lifted 230
Because he wasn't
kilos?
knocking people out.
Yeah, but it's still, he still puts his body on the line to do whatever he's doing for just greatness, recognition.
Right, but he's not hurting or trying to kill someone else in order to survive and win.
He's annoying me because he's staying silent. He's going back and forth. He's going to throw.
I told you what it is. It's just modern day gladiatorial games. That's what it is. It's the modern day equivalent of that. But that's every sport.
Yeah,
it's entertainment. It's to subdue the masses. That's what it is.
Yeah. It's to declare someone as better than the other.
The athletes, what's the word? They go after that sport, but the organisers do that,
but think
to
about
make money off it, and then it's televised for the masses.
Think about
it's
the
keep them
gladiator games.
Distracted.
Right? Most of those guys didn't want to be there. Most of those guys were forced prisoners.
There was the exception that would go into it, but not really. And
there was probably the one-off
given freedom,
psycho,
but would refuse it.
Exactly.
Right. The majority of them did die in the ring.
Just because you engage in martial arts or competitive sports doesn't make you a psycho.
I didn't say that. I'm talking about gladiator games.
When I was a kid.
No. What he was saying was some of these people, if you look at them and the way how aggressive they are, they probably, if they didn't have that, they probably would be fairly violent people.
It's an
outside.
outlet for them.
Yeah,
to be
that's
aggressive.
what I was saying. It helps them focus. How many MMA fighters do you hear about, like all the time, beating the crap out of their partners?
Yeah, no, I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying that just because you do combative sports or martial arts doesn't mean you're a psycho.
No, of course not. But he's just saying.
I never said that.
No, he was saying...
there are people that harness that energy into
If anything, it makes them more dangerous towards their partners.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike Tyson was raised on the streets without a family, and then a coach saw him and said, you know what, we can harness that and create the best fighter ever. But that's it.
Yeah.
And then look at Mike Tyson now. He's like performed, he's like a public speaker. No, he's not.
He's very much psycho.
Well, he's come out and said that he came out and said that he can't have anything to do with boxing anymore. Because if he does,
he'll kill someone. He actually said that.
Yeah, he actually said he will bring out that alpha dog personality again. And he goes, I can't have that happening anymore.
He actually said, I can't remember who he said it to, but he said it on one of the interviews that if he gets back in the ring, he's scared of getting back in.
I think someone was saying to do an exhibition. Yeah, I think someone said about doing an exhibition with a YouTuber or
shut
something.
Up. Jim, it was Jerry.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying they're all psychopaths. I'm just saying that it's an outlet that we deem acceptable.
Of all the people we could piss off, now he's pissed off the MMA fighters. There'd be a line of people outside the door.
But then the thing is you don't learn martial arts.
Your perception that there would be a line out the door of angry MMA fighters.
Yeah, of all the people that could be protesting us.
Why?
Well, I said we would have like the trans community, we'd have feminists, we'd have... how many other people have you like
trans community are pretty aggressive. I don't know. Pretty aggressive.
Yeah, they all look like Tony Lockett with wigs. They're coming in just to take you out. You know what I mean?
Stand on your head.
Get in line. No cutsies.
Hey. Listen, mate, get to the back.
The guy that looks like Will Ferrell. Get in the back.
Will Ferrell. Nevertheless, when it came to that power slap league, that makes no sense whatsoever.
Oh, okay. Well, I should have let him finish because
this is what I was trying to say.
Because you both have this habit of jumping ahead and thinking what he says.
I didn't know he was going to basically agree with me. Go on.
No, what I was saying was in boxing, in combative sports, right? There is a rule where it's like to protect the other person from serious head trauma. You know what I mean? Like fighters will get dropped, like will have their careers cut short because they took a bad beating.
Yeah, of course.
The ref will step in and wave it off and say,
"No, there's times where he doesn't."
No, a good.
Some of them might even take the punch.
Yeah, I've seen that. Dude, a ref will step in. That's his whole job. He steps in to stop. If the guy can't defend himself anymore,
well, the job is to make it entertaining, right? So if they can drag it out a little bit longer,
no, they only drag it out when when a belt or something is on the line, because when a belt is on the line, they'll allow a boxer to sort of like go an extra couple steps. But once his hands are down and he's out and he's not responding, not defending himself, or no longer engaging, because a ref will always say, you got to give me something.
So the reason why I bring this up, right, is because when I scroll Facebook, for example, I get these little clips from these, right? And there's usually compilations of like 10 or 15 clips, Okay, and I've seen hundreds of them at this point because I've watched it once and they just keep coming up.
Yeah, and I'm assuming they popped up originally because you probably have in your algorithm. You probably would have highlights of MMA or boxing going in your YouTube.
No,
oh really?
I've never researched it. I don't watch it. I really don't watch it. I don't watch
a lot
any
of times when he
prize
talks about fights, he said, "Oh yeah, that one."
I'll know of it, but I don't watch it. Like if it's on news.com.au or
You don't
some
watch
shit.
anything on YouTube. That's
Never seen it, never watched it, but it comes up a lot. So I watch those because now they're interesting to watch. See people get knocked the fuck out. But most of them get 1 to 3 hits in after the knockout. There's no restraint.
Yeah, because they're in. You're talking MMA, yeah, or slapping.
No, I'm talking MMA.
Oh yeah, because the slapping is just one at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's because they're mid something and they're kind of like focused.
Yeah, but if you
You know,
see
like,
someone
they're
just
doing
flop,
Yeah,
and
but
the ref's standing right there, and you're like, the guy's on the ground unconscious. Bang,
Yeah, but
bang,
the ref
bang.
jumps in as soon as it becomes apparent the guy's unconscious.
I think when they fucking fall
Yeah, but
over-
when they fall, they still have that opportunity to try and defend themselves.
Just because
and
you're
that's why they'll
falling
get
doesn't
that
mean
one
you're out
hit.
cold.
Yeah.
Oh, so just give me the opportunity to knock you out cold.
But that's
My apologies. Now it
the
makes
difference.
sense.
That's the difference between good refs and shit refs get canned and never given
I
contracts
think that
again.
any kids that grow up watching this and be like, oh yeah, cool, that's a pretty reasonable thing to do. Then they go into the school and they're like, oh shit, this guy is like being a dick.
Okay,
Let me just go and knock him out.
This is the difference. Combative fighting is not just people brawling, unskilled people brawling.
That's not how it's going to be perceived by people.
Let it be
It's the
perceived-
same
yeah, but
as
it's the same
pop
as-
stars that
dude,
over-sexualize. It's the same as trans awareness.
It's the same as kids watching basketballers do dunks and shit. Then they go to school thinking they're freaking Allen Iverson.
But we're talking about
and they get knocked the
sports
fuck
that
out.
don't hurt intentionally for the sake of hurting
If
people.
you ever played competitive sport and come up against a team that was just bigger and stronger,
Soccer. Yeah, I used to play
yeah,
competitive
did you
in
ever
school.
get drilled into the ground?
Rarely.
He had the magic touch.
I was actually goalie, so.
Yeah, the lazy cunt. Just sitting.
Hey, I was a good goalie.
He's got his drinks. It's like
You kick the ball, I have to stop it. That shit hurts.
I used to be goalie, man.
That hurts, man. Stopping a ball fucking hurts.
No.
Well, you wouldn't know because you never stopped one.
Wow. Wow.
This is very entertaining, people.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on with your slaps.
I've seen some of the dudes in those slap videos where they've done the saline injections in their arm.
So stupid.
What's that going to do?
It's like to show as if they got muscle.
Okay.
And
It's
they
like-
miss. And they miss. The girl ones are pretty
Oh, yeah.
weak.
Okay. What I was saying was,
No offense to females.
look, if that sport started in Russia, right? Yeah.
Duh.
It troubles me to see Dana White come out with his own league. Like, Dana White created UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Wasn't he done for domestic?
Yeah. Well, I actually mentioned it on my last podcast I did on my
did
own. Yeah. What happened was, it was a New Year's Eve party or something. Him and his wife, they're both drunk. They were arguing. She slapped him, so he slapped her back.
Equality.
And then
Yeah, it's equality,
they
yeah.
were calling out for him to be cancelled.
Is that all it was?
Yeah.
Equality, okay.
And he came out himself and said, completely deplorable act,
Wait, how did they know about it?
It was filmed. Someone filmed it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Someone's
Someone's always filming. It's ridiculous. You're at a party, just randomly someone's filming.
I don't know. There was
He's just in his jacuzzi with his wife. No one there.
dude, I was walking through the
Where
city.
is this guy?
I was walking through the city last week, and some guy was skateboarding off the steps of Flinders Street, and he landed on a dude that was standing there in front or whatever, and the guy's gone up to say, I'm really sorry. Then his missus started G'ing him up. Like, they weren't right, but they started brawling. Like, as in the guy started getting attacked. He was on the ground getting kicked in the head. No one, like, the initial reaction was everyone pulled out their phones and they were filming it.
No one helps, of course. I saw it coming.
Yeah. So anyway, the Dana White fight, like, there was just him and his wife arguing, and someone just filmed the altercation from like afar.
Did you say the Dana White fight?
Yeah. Why?
Ding, ding, ding.
What was an altercation?
Ladies and gentlemen,
In the red corner,
weighing in at
47 pounds,
and in the blue
Mrs.
corner
White.
at 325 pounds,
the fighting.
undisputed champion.
Was he actually a fighter, or was he just some random dude that started a league?
I actually don't know about Dana White, man. I'm not sure. Anyway, my point was
Oh yes,
Slapsies?
slapsies. he came out and said,
The way he said it, Slapsies.
Can you imagine Dana White just in the background of...
I'm done.
It's like that half-assed. I don't know if you've seen that video. There's videos of like when two cats are fighting, but it's half-assed.
yeah.
So like, and they just give up and turn around and walk away.
Well, it was nice seeing you guys.
Slapsies, go on.
Yeah, Slapsies.
Finish it.
He
Finish your
came
story.
out and said it was completely out of character.
Who?
It was Dana White.
Oh,
He was
okay.
drunk.
He goes, yeah, it was out of character. We'd had a lot to drink. You know, a deplorable act. Like, I completely apologise. La, la, la. Like, you know, I'm ashamed of myself. La, la. She came out and said, completely out of character. It's never happened before.
So she agreed.
Yeah, for both of us, you know, we're embarrassed, blah, blah, blah. Other people came out and said, yeah, look, Dana White's never exhibited any kind of this behaviour. Like, clearly they were both been drinking. Things had been said, whatever. They've been married for like 20 years or something.
Yeah.
Other people came out and said, no, it needs to be cancelled. You know, cancel UFC, cancel everything.
But the good
blah,
thing
blah,
is
blah.
he's the owner, so he can just tell them to shut up.
Yeah. I thought,
Yeah.
he and the video clearly shows she hit him first.
Yeah. Doesn't
Isn't that
matter.
just not self-defense, but just provoke, like, you know.
It's a response. It's a reaction,
reaction to being
Especially when you're drunk, your cognitive skill isn't there.
They probably had sex straight after.
yeah.
The angriest sex
best
ever.
angry- the best
He hits
sex
her
ever.
back and they just start making out.
Yeah. I love you so much.
Keep the camera on. Keep the camera on.
I just thought it was interesting.
They cut it. They cut that part.
So you agree? You grabbed her. What is it? Her can. What do you have to say for yourself? It's just the can. Your silence only further incriminates you. No, this is get back. No. Dramatization may not have happened.
Oh, man.
Nevertheless, I'm just saying. I thought it was interesting. Everyone came out with knives out, like to take him out. It's like, dude, he got hit first.
It was a once in a
Doesn't
lifetime
matter.
opportunity
It
for these
doesn't matter.
people.
Doesn't matter who hit first. You just can't touch. Look at this thing now that's
Can't
happening.
hit a female.
Yeah,
That's the point, right?
Yeah.
He can't hit a female. She hits him. There's no problem.
So then, why do we always hear about women saying that they're the strongest sex and la la la?
because
That's because they're the loudest.
You're a dog. And that line is getting longer and longer out the gate. Literally
you want
around
to make
the
it
corner.
longer. I'll make it longer.
They're around the corner with picket signs. There's like angry basketballers just sitting there wrapping their hands. and
Your
stuff.
hate gives me
They
power.
rock up. They rock up. Yo, is this the place? Is this the place to put in your grievances?
Yeah, but the queue's pretty long. It's a long wait.
It's to the left.
It's at least a 3-week wait. My next away game's in.
Dude, everyone.
My next drug test is
Elon
in-
Musk turns up.
I got to try and cancel Dana White at 3. Yeah, maybe not.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, what were you saying?
What were we talking about?
Hitting women. I just want that algorithm to work in our favour.
Just straight up. Not the Dana White scandal, not equality.
Look, there's,
hitting women.
there's so many, like, there's all these bully videos out there where it'll be like in a schoolyard, okay? In a schoolyard.
Uh-huh.
And there's some girl who's off her head or she's just not right in the head and she's going off on a dude and he's
We're
not
talking about school kids.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's not doing it. He's just standing there.
Oh,
She's
he's getting-
going off.
Yeah.
He walks away. She follows him.
Yeah.
These are multiple videos of different
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
but it's the same gist of the girl is having it out with him. He walks away. She goes up to him, gets in his face. He walks away. She keeps doing that for a good 5 minutes. Then eventually she slaps him. He's had it. And this is just like this is like, you know, not some popular kid, just some average kid. Some teenage boy who's not with the it crowd or whatever.
Teenage dirtbag baby.
He loses
Maiden
it.
shirt on.
He's
I've tattoo tickets to Iron Maiden.
She slaps him and he's like, ooh.
he's clearly gone over his lines being crossed,
Yeah.
and he will either slap back or
Yeah.
push her or something.
Retaliate in some
Retaliate. She gets her ass handed to her.
Yeah. And
Within
then she'll start
5
crying
seconds. No.
Oh.
And then within a second after she drops, all the jockey kids come up and beat the crap out of him
Oh, of course.
because they've been put into this sense
Mindset.
of mindset that, no matter what, you shouldn't be touching them.
Yeah.
They want
Shouldn't be putting your
equality.
hands- They want equality, but on
you
their own
can't touch 'em.
terms.
Yeah.
Equality is now you're coming up to the big boy leagues. And you're not rewriting the rules. That's what it is.
It's sickening to see the amount of content out there that is like preaching all this, that idea,
Yeah.
that whole idea, that whole thing. It's just, it's to the point where it's sickening. I don't go out watching it, but as soon as you watch it once or it's
Yeah.
come past you once, that's it.
That's why I've got all those Just Pearl videos.
Yeah,
that keep
dude,
popping up.
it's
A
full,
lot of that's
full
been
of
covered
it.
up.
By association, a lot of Andrew Tate videos popped up as well.
Oh, I know it.
And it's like, I've watched them, right? And I can see why he gets a following. Because a lot of what he says, not a lot, but some of what he says is actually on the money.
Yeah.
Because he talks about misandry and
Yeah.
like the fact that...
But his persona is to be the alpha dick.
yeah,
that
and then
gets the
everything else that he's
likes.
done and all the other horrendous shit that he's done just taints that.
Yeah.
But I can see why he's got a following because of all that sort of stuff that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And Just
Yeah.
Pearl as well. I don't know, man. I think it's dangerous times. Like the fact that misandry and violence against men can be so easily promoted with nothing. Nothing gets flagged.
Yeah.
But then the second you say anything that's empowering to men, it's like, nah, this is misogynistic, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
You can't even question anything. You just can't.
Did you see the stand-up that I'm pretty sure I would have sent it to you guys by now.
You like that guy I pasted with the, but I was on your side. I know you made me sad. I was trying to make you laugh.
What was that?
Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
No, that's racist. He's been popping up like anything now on my shorts. Dude's freaking hilarious.
Who is he?
I don't know his name.
Have you seen this one? I would have sent it to you. Hang on.
I work with female comics. They say crazy shit. And they'll be like, men are fucking retarded. And everyone's like, oh, give her another special. She gets it. Guy comics have to be like, not all women. Not you per se. One that I met one time, she was kind of a bitch. One, not you. Please don't cancel me. I work with one female comic. I love her to death, but I get mad at the crowd. In her act, she has a joke where she goes, I love when a man goes down on me because he can't talk. Right? And the whole crowd's like, put her on her shoulders. She's our leader. You know. Do you know what would happen to me? If I had the gall to come out here and be like, I love when a woman sucks my dick because she can't talk. You'd all file out one by one. Oh, you'd rush to your blogs. Oh, his words hurt my pussy. Oh, yeah. I'll never work again. I'm on the news tomorrow. Like, I said some things I didn't mean. Can I please have my job back?
Yeah, it's sad. It is sad times.
I don't know. I just thought it was rather it was this whole empowerment thing, this overvaluing. Do you watch the Kevin Samuels videos that I sent you?
I watch everything you send. I just can't remember them.
Do you watch them?
Which one was that one?
Kevin Samuels is the black guy who was like a stylist, and
I don't think I've seen those.
he passed away last year.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got
Yeah.
he typically talks to black women within the black community and talks about,
Yep.
the double standards and the comparisons and all that sort of stuff. He talks about how women are now overvalued, where they all want a high value man
Yeah.
who earns,
Yeah, I remember this stuff.
over
Yeah.
6 digits a year, blah, 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 blah. But they're bringing baggage. They're bringing three kids to
They're not bringing anything to the table, and they want
just
they
the
want
fact, the fact that they are them is
Yeah.
the
Enough.
prize.
It's the over self-worth.
Yeah.
I started looking into that and just reading a bit more about that sort of shit. And it's true, man. Like the fact that all these women like that he's talking to, and he gives them a scale rating. It's like, well, give yourself a scale, fresh out, on physical worth or whatever, fresh out of the shower, no makeup, can't say 7, and I was like, I'm a 10.
Yeah.
It's like all of them. I was like, I'm a 10. Well, how are you a 10?
Yeah.
If Beyonce is an 8 or a 9,
Yeah.
how are you a 10? Like, are you serious? And it's like, and then asked me, well, have you ever done modelling, for Vogue or it's like, oh, I've been offered. It's like, no. Have you ever done modelling?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, I've never put it out there to be. It's like, no. And he said,
You get approached.
Models get approached at the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get discovered putting gas in their car. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, men and women. No, I'm not talking about like just women, but it's like you will get found if you're of that caliber.
Yeah, you'll get found regardless.
If you're in that 1%, 1%,
yeah, 1.1% of like natural beauty where you can be model worthy, you'll be found. That's why they all.
I think it's the people that buy into all that online personality, that entire, like their entire ecosystem is built into social media, the online life, where they have to show all that stuff. I don't like. It's all those ones that have to show off the material stuff that they have.
Yeah.
They have to show off the non-existent life that they're showing that they really have, but they actually don't. Like, it's just that overvaluation of themselves.
Do you know what's funny? What you're describing used to just be the Instagram lie.
Yeah, but now it's
now it's everything.
Yeah.
It's there's no Instagram lie. It's life lie at this point.
Yeah.
You're lying about your entire existence every
But then I think
every time.
I don't think it's exclusively, but it's a very American thing. I think it's becoming an Australian thing, and I don't think it's so much as like a European thing either.
Probably in Asia, in the UK, it's massive as well.
Okay.
Huge.
Do you know people like that specifically?
No.
It's just us that like we hang to our circles, and our circles generally aren't like that.
I think it's the newer gen.
Yeah,
that I'm just not talking to them, and I don't want to talk to them at this point after seeing everything they,
because it's not the older gen. It's not like our older siblings or parents.
They're pretty realistic, unless they're just racist. But they're pretty realistic in the sense
they're ignorant.
They're ignorant. Yeah,
they're ignorant.
That's a better word.
Who's ignorant?
The older gen,
like our parents and
like the generation before us are more ignorant in their beliefs of other.
But we're
societies.
more in line with them at this point than
we
what's
are
going
with
on
the younger
at the
gen that are just completely materialistic, think everything's easy.
Well, they were coming out and saying, I think it was that Joey B Tunes. I can't remember. You know how
Joey,
him. I don't know if it was through him or I might have actually read this article. They were saying that they've discovered that young females have developed this tick,
like a bug,
like a tick. Like they just do this tick.
Right, yeah.
And they can't, for the life of them, they couldn't figure it out. Like, it's not just one, it's like a very large population. And they basically narrowed it down to young girls who post stuff on TikTok. And they discovered that they're so heavily influenced by TikTok and Instagram and the social media that they've developed this internal tick without even realizing that they're mimicking what they see within these videos.
Yeah. That's existed throughout time. That's why it's so dangerous to show kids something because they're instantly
but the heavy use of it. There's such heavy use.
Of course, dude. I mean, if you truly love TikTok, which they do, no one just sits there on TikTok once. It's like you install the app and you're heavily invested. Every time you take a shit, TikTok. Every time you're sitting on the couch, TikTok. You're on the train, TikTok. It's a consistent thing.
How good was that video? With a TikTok one. It was like the one I posted you, sent on a thread.
There's like videos.
There's a lot of videos.
The imitation of TikTok without the music.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, last night I was at a club, man.
Aren't you too old to be at a club?
Dude. I know. I definitely saw the gap. Because, we went to a bar. It was my mate's birthday. Hang on, wait. It was my mate's birthday.
What? It wasn't a...
Can you let me...
That hurt me, and I don't even go clubbing. I don't know how you're straight-faced.
I just know what his life is about. That's enough.
He's just envious. He just wants to get to my stage. But you just feel comfortable.
You were at a club last night? John was playing Fire Emblem.
No, I wasn't actually.
Eating hot dogs.
Why can't I get through this door?
I was actually looking at how to get some hot...
You're getting stamped at the door. You can't get through one.
You were almost on the right track. Almost. You know what I was doing?
You know what? Dude, I was getting through the door. He's got a character in front of him. You may not enter.
Why?
Return when you have the correct jewels.
No. You know what I was actually doing? I was actually looking at how to get hot dogs in a can.
I just said hot dog.
I did, yeah.
I said it's hot dogs.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
What was I doing last night? I was watching
on the Amazon hot dogs in a can or something. Droned immediately.
Pizza in a can. And how would you get pizza in a can? You can't.
No, I don't think
because pizza's got to be flat. What do you got? Flat cans.
rolled up like in a tube, like a birth certificate tube.
Rolled up in a
You have to pour out the sauce from the tube afterwards.
It's disgusting.
And it's got the
Nevertheless,
silica
can I just
packet.
get to the end of what I was
Oh
saying?
yes, you
You
were at
haven't
a
even
club.
started.
So all I said was I was at a club.
You went to a club.
I was at a club. I was too old to be at a club. Yeah, thanks, man. Like
All I said was
that's the takeaway.
He's the one that ripped in.
What?
Yeah.
I was just shocked.
Can I finish?
Please, start.
Oh, fucking hell.
So you're at a club, mate's birthday.
My mate's birthday, and he's 32.
Okay.
All right? So we've got 6 years apart. He was the same as
About
this
us,
guy,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we'll talk, like, we met at a bar, like, not far from my joint, and that's shut. Like, it
Went
shut
back to your place, everything happened.
No,
Yeah,
nothing
okay.
happened. It's shut at 1. They got there late, so they're about an hour and a half.
That's a pretty early close.
I know, it was early. And he's like, well, we're not going fucking home. We've only been out for like 2 hours. So we started walking to another joint, and then that was too busy, so then fuck it. So we just kept walking to another one. Because he wanted to hear hip-hop. He's a hip-hop fan. So we go to this club, Yo-Yo's. It's on Lonzo Street. Last time I'd been there was for his birthday, like 6 years ago, like 2018. And there was a few of us in the group that the last time we'd been there was for the guy's birthday as well. As soon as we walked in, I recognised the venue because I hadn't been there in like, 6 years or whatever, 5 years. I'm just like, oh, shit. Music is good, like just hip-hop, modern hip-hop shit and rap and whatever. But the crowd just became so apparent that they're like 18, 19. I'm fucking 38. 20
How long ago did you
years.
go?
5 years ago.
No, just recently now.
Last night. I'm 38, and the average patron in there is between 18 to 23. And it's just become apparent how big that gap is, man.
Yeah.
I'm just standing, and like, dude, did everything normal. Like, I didn't feel out of place. I had a few friends with me.
Yeah.
Didn't feel out of place, like, as in, because there were older people than me there, right? So
Okay.
I didn't feel out of place.
Why'd you look at me like that?
I didn't feel out of place. Like, I
What are
didn't.
you doing here, Grandpa? Do you have grandkids to pick up tomorrow?
My town. We don't take kindly to your age around here.
I just think, dude,
You got some grandkids to pick up tomorrow?
do you know what I always think of?
Past 8 o'clock.
I think of,
Seniors' meals are finished.
You parking
Jerry.
at disabled parking over there?
look who's eating at 5 o'clock. Yeah? So? I always think of Kramer in the Ball Boy experiment. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Pops, isn't there some better way to spend your twilight years? That little pissat with the afro, 90s afro head.
Looks like.
Oh, I may be old, but I'm spry. Anyway, I didn't feel out of place. I didn't get any judgy looks, right? I'm just sitting there in my shirt, just trying to get a drink, right? I sat back, just chilling to the tunes. But I remember sitting there, and I had a mate of mine on my right who's our age, yeah? And he hadn't gone to this joint in forever, if ever, you know? He grew up in Clayton too, which is pretty funny. Like, he's got that, such a good kid, but he's got that Clayton edge. We all have it. Like, whether we like it or not, it's there. And we're sitting there, he's like, look at this shit. I'm like, what, man? To our left, there was a group of girls, and they would have been 18, like, no, like, older than 19. They were young. And they had their phones out, and they were, like, doing, like, a TikTok video. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they just, like, kept posing for it, like, and miming to the beat, like, that was playing in the background. And it's like, these people, man, like, they come to a club, and the first thing they got to do is literally show that they're at a club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To who?
Yeah.
Just do what we're doing. Get a drink, chill to the tunes, dance, like, do whatever you got to do.
Yeah. Meet new people, whatever.
Yeah, but the first thing that, like, they sat in the booth, like, our booth was sort of big, like, we took up, like, space, but there was a gap, like, on the left. They all crammed into the gap so they could sit down at a booth.
Yeah.
And the first thing they did was pull out a phone and start
Yeah.
taking video. I was like, really? Like, that's where we're at?
Yeah.
And I went to the bar. It was like 2. I've gone to the bar. The bar was empty. like, I used to remember having to line up for hours to get a drink.
I think just going on that, I remember reading something late last year. It might have been October, November. I think they even had it. I can't remember where I saw it. The Melbourne City was looking at basically making it dry, like alcohol dry,
Right.
after midnight,
oh,
because they want to kill the nightlife after midnight, and that's why that could be that way.
No.
I remember reading it, and they've already passed
That
it.
was part of the lockout laws in Sydney and stuff.
Yeah, but they're looking to bring it in. I think they already have
Why?
in Melbourne. I don't know. I don't know. Go ask the mayor why.
That's ridiculous. That's a stupid rule.
Well, that's what they want to do.
After midnight.
And I think they've passed
you
it.
don't go
where
to a
they-
club till 10:30, 11 at night on a Saturday.
Well, I'm just telling you
But
what
you're
I
saying
read.
they want to stop drinks at midnight.
Alcohol at midnight, yeah.
So
after midnight or after 1 o'clock, I think it was.
1 o'clock, maybe. Not midnight.
But that could be why. There was, like, nobody there.
No, I think it was no one's there because no one was drinking. Everyone was too busy on their phones, like
Maybe.
taking Snapchats. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, at one point, it just cleared out. And
Do you remember how all these in the past, there used to be all those reports of, like, the binge drinking of the teenagers? Never pops up anymore.
yeah.
Used to be, you remember how bad? It used to be so bad.
Yeah.
Now,
But see what's happening in Alice Springs?
No.
You haven't been following it?
No.
They've literally... It's like a crime wave.
Yeah.
Like alcohol-fueled crime wave between teenagers and stuff.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
They're breaking into houses to steal alcohol.
Yeah.
They're securing links like metho, like anything with alcohol, vanilla essence.
I think they're already in line outside. Should we add to that? Or
I got a friend who's a doctor, and they sent him to Alice Springs recently.
he flew back?
I can't deal with these people.
He was there for a week, and he's like, after 5 p.m., it's a ghost town. And he's like, it's the weirdest shit. But then he realized why, and it's because of that. It's like, if you're out, you're going to get robbed or stabbed or beat or like something's bad's going to happen to you. And he ended up leaving after a week.
A week?
A week, yeah.
He lasted a week?
He's a doctor, man. He helps people. He doesn't want to constantly deal with...
He can't become a vigilante. The Doc.
I'm Doc Man.
Doc Man.
And those that know me the best as the fucking doctor.
His calling card is a used glove just hanging out of the victim's butt. Just like they think he's a proctologist.
Comes up behind people, puts the morphine whistle in their mouth. Sleep.
He beats the crap out of him, but then he leaves him like hooked up to a saline.
What do you got for us, Johnny?
Yeah.
Another one down. Looks like a repeat pattern. Same glove. Latex. It's got to be a hard guy to catch. I'm going to catch him.
His symbol is just like a needle. Just in like.
Why is there a mini stethoscope around his penis? Hang on a second. I didn't leave that there.
He left his card. Card.
Dr. Toboggan.
Doctor. You going to get him? I'll get him. How you going to do that? He's a doctor. I'm a sick man.
He leaves.
If someone steals that idea and makes a movie, we're going to know.
He leaves written up prescription scripts. They're signed, but they can't figure out the name.
They can't figure it out.
They're signed off, but they don't know the name. I was like,
I can't make out the secret.
they all seem to be coming from the doctor. Like, everything's there. All the signs are there.
Get our top cryptologists on this immediately.
We think we're dealing with a supernatural being. Possibly a mummy.
Oh, man. Oh, you can't say mummy anymore.
Yes.
Oh, what was that?
Mummified person.
Yeah,
What
you know
can't
what?
you say
I
mummy?
got a mummified person for you right
You
here.
can. Well, you should probably get that checked, John. The last thing we want is formaldehyde and wrapped up.
And we're done.
No, it's so a very popular, one of the main museums in the UK who have a lot of these mummies and all that
But
stuff.
that's the UK, man. The UK is so
the thing
overly woke.
the problem is that they're pushing it.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. What's wrong with saying mummy?
Because it insinuates it's a woman.
No, it doesn't, because there's no male mummy or female. It's male mummy and female mummy.
Yeah.
Well, for a long time they didn't even
It's
know.
just short for mummified person.
Right? Because
Because mummified mummy is short for mummified.
Dude, when you say mummy, do you assume it's a woman?
So they're going to stop playing all Abbott and Costello movies now. Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy. All those movies.
They're going to remake The Mummy and make it The Mummified Person starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Brendan Fraser. The first one was him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Well, it was all him, wasn't it? All
The
three.
Scorpion King was part...
That was a spin-off.
3.
Yeah, but it was a spin-off from the mummy.
That was the second one.
Yeah. No, it was the third one, wasn't it?
No,
The Mummy Returned.
Yeah, and the second one was a spin-off
And
for
then
the Scorpion King,
Scorpion-
Yeah,
wasn't
and
it?
that's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that at the cinemas.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
Me too.
The word mummy doesn't insinuate gender. It's just mummy.
Yeah.
And it's just mummy. It's a mummified person.
Yeah, any reasonable, sane person in mind would know that.
No, but it's literally like there's no gender attached to it.
Yeah.
But they are assuming it's a gender.
It's a
which is hilarious because they say you shouldn't assume, but they've just made an assumption.
So they're changing a word based on the assumption that is a female derivative, but that's the mistake because there is no gender assumed to it when you say it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Because I might be here, but weren't most mummies castrated as well, and that's why they couldn't ever figure out.
No,
if they were usually wrapped, right?
No, I don't know if they were castrated, but they kind of knew.
I thought they cut out the tongue and castrate them, and then that was you have to be someone to be a mummy. It's not like everyone was a mummy.
No,
it was usually
you have to
like
be someone of noble,
noble
lineage.
or royalty. Yeah. But it was the organs that were.
They removed the organs.
They removed them through the nose.
They removed the organs and they used honey as a preservative?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, that's very creative.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure. They had Egyptians were like next level, man.
Yeah.
Even with everything else, like beer and like just the use of the technology that they had was like next level. Anyway, so wait, the museum's changing everything to the mummified person.
You cannot use that word in the museum.
But it doesn't insinuate gender. That's ridiculous.
Yep. And they're saying that everyone should be adapting to that.
You know what yeah.
That's insane.
It is insane. Completely insane.
But like I said, that's the UK, man. The UK is just off the charts now. You've seen that video I posted, I sent, yeah, with that Konstantin Kisin, the comedian, and he's being interviewed by an Aussie interviewer. He's a Russian Jew who had to flee Russia, and he's come out and said, we're seeing the exact same stuff happening here in the UK that was happening in communist Russia.
Yeah.
But ignore all that. He's talking about how...
Ignore all that.
Don't worry about that. That's not important.
Rubbish.
He's bringing up the fact that he goes, in Russia, I think it was 2018, this is when the interview happens, or 2019, he's talking about the 2018 crime reports.
Yeah.
Because in Russia, they had I think it was 800 or 900 people who were jailed or criminally taken to court or... taken to court and found guilty of perverse language online. Mm-hmm. And then the guy's like, oh, that's a lot. And he goes, I guess how many we found in the UK in 2018? And I think it was something like 7,000 or 8,000 in the UK. Because the language there now, you post something on Instagram. Apparently he was saying there was a woman and her friend passed away. And pretty much as a tribute, she posted her favourite song on Twitter or Instagram, I think it was, the words to the song. It was a hip-hop song, and it had the N-word in it a couple times. She was arrested, taken to court, and found guilty.
Of what?
Of, perverse language.
But she's quoting lyrics to a song.
Doesn't matter.
But that song was probably charting.
But that's the whole point. That's what I mean. That's what it's like in the UK now.
Did you see that other video about the comedian? How he compared that song that was cancelled at Christmas?
Yeah. And then he compares it to...
Pre-World War II, and he compares it to WAP.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How is it a song about a Christmas song from pre-World War II gets cancelled, but WAP still exists?
Yeah.
How's that fair? Speaking of which...
I mean, it's stuff, yeah?
It's not right. The barometer's way off. It doesn't make any sense. Did you see who got Australian of the Year?
No.
Oh, it was a girl who...
A woman, John.
A woman, sorry.
Girl.
I don't know if she's an adult. I don't know if she's an adult female or...
You're being dismissive.
How's that dismissive?
I don't know. Anyway,
How fucking dare you?
The guy that knows the least.
Anyway, it was a girl who I think is fighting fatties or something. She's trying to make fatties lose weight or something. The ground's shaking. I think they're lining up.
They're lining up.
Doof. The water's starting to do like Jurassic Park.
Where's the nearest KFC?
I'm going to put this down.
Fighting fatties. You're such an idiot.
Well, it was something like she's helping them to lose weight.
It's not what she's doing.
Wasn't it like a fight to help, to stop people from saying bad things about them? Awareness that,
As a fat man, I am offended.
So that's why I can say it. I know fat people. It's I can't be racist. I've got a black friend.
We're all overweight to some degree, but no, it's Andy that's the scapegoat.
No, he's the one that said it. I wasn't even alluding to him.
I'm 104, so unless anyone trumps that...
No.
What do you mean? As in weight-wise?
Yeah, kilos.
We're pretty much on par.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got a bigger build than me.
Yeah, but dude, I used to weigh less. I used to weigh like under 90 kilos.
We all used to.
I weighed under 90 kilos, but I was fucking huge.
I was
Like,
150
could've-
centimeters.
How much do you think I weigh?
Huh?
How much do you think I weigh?
I don't know.
101.
I don't judge, John.
I'm 84.
Are you?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you need to get some definition.
I've been working on this body a long time, man.
38 years. Dude.
I do curls.
Michelangelo's art could not be appreciated until it was done. And after
I don't know, fish sandwich.
Your window to weekend.
I don't want to look like a weirdo. I'll just take a
I need to get one of those.
If you do, I'll get you the cap.
Okay.
I will get you the caddy cap.
And the bird hits the keyboard.
Yes.
Okay, so Australian
Oh, yeah.
Australian Person of the Year, Australian of the Year, 2023, is Taryn Brumfitt. The 45-year-old mother of four first came into public life in 2013 when a simple before and after photo of Facebook went viral showing how her body had changed. She used to be a bodybuilder. So at the birth of her third child, she was determined to regain a pre-pregnancy figure. She considered plastic surgery, but eventually took up an extensive weight loss and exercise regime that led to a stint in bodybuilding, including competing in a bodybuilding contest. She's basically a body-positive person. She took a photo.
But that can mean several things.
So we have firemen risking their lives in burning buildings, saving cats and dogs and shit. We have paramedics who are literally saving people on a daily basis, doctors who are fighting cancers and all this stuff and helping people. And this person is
But is she
Australian of
the
year.
body positivity in the sense where anybody is positive?
So I'll read her.
Oh, there's more.
I'll read a quote.
Because you know how there's the different types of the body positivity people.
Okay, so she moved into body.
How many of those fruit mince pies left in
Yeah,
it?
there
There
is.
is.
Take them.
I'll take one, actually. Thanks.
Surely they've expired by now.
Nah. It's been
Do you
in
know
the fridge.
anything about sugars?
That's preserved, man.
They're in the mummies in Egypt.
Yeah.
They found it in the fucking sarcophagus.
Who we know nothing about.
Ooh, fruit mince pie. Don't get crumbs on it.
He will be our new
what?
god.
Ooh, things that are regular to him. Amazing to us.
We know nothing about.
The way he just raises his tone. Who we know nothing about.
He must have been so much smarter than his sister Lisa. We know nothing about.
That's his own imagination.
That's why The Simpsons was the best. No, I'm good.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Was the best.
Was the best. Okay, hang on. Let me continue reading this article.
Did you like that one?
What?
I'm in America. I'm in Australia.
It's drilled.
Read it, man. Simpsons.
Yeah, shit
thread.
posting.
Oh, it's gold.
Yeah, I get it
love
from Golf Hub sometimes.
Best.
I think I still follow him on Facey. I'm not sure. Anyway, all right. So, okay. So,
Am I going to get pissed off after
can
this?
you just let me fucking get through the article?
There's a very good possibility.
Mentally prepare myself.
That's fine. All right. Take your pants off. Fuck off. Sit down, idiot. All right. I'm still laughing at the fact they got filler like sponsorship now. You know what I mean? On the eve of like the Australian.
I'm telling you, I've got
Open
all the
final.
colours. I've got like 6 colours.
I know.
Of both.
They're always cheap. Every time I go to like Deer or something, they're cheap.
$16 for a hoodie.
Yeah.
How do you beat that?
You can't.
$8 for a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Well, you probably-
have you worn the one I got you?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's been pretty hot. I've only worn it once, to
yeah,
be
yeah.
fair.
You did get it late.
It's not jumper weather now.
I got you one as well, didn't I?
Which one?
A hoodie. Did it have Clayton on it? Or did it
Oh,
have-
yeah, the Corona. Yeah,
Corona.
I don't wear it now.
No,
But
no.
yeah, when it's
I have to be careful wearing it because yours is quite slim fit. It love handles stick out a bit. So I'm trying to work on that. Yeah, I actually am because I want to wear it.
Okay, so she considered plastic surgery and eventually opted out.
Doesn't that me too?
Her I love how he's chewing on a mince pie from Christmas. Her strict preoccupation with having the so-called perfect figure only led to unhappiness. The lifestyle that I lived to have that perfect body felt very restrictive and it wasn't very joyful, she told whoever in her book, Purposeful.
She has a book.
Instead, Brumfitt opted to embrace her figure, leading to her first viral moment. Brumfitt's move into body image advocacy started with a simple reverse before and after post on social media. So before, she displayed a chiseled bodybuilding image in a bikini on stage, and her aftershot showed her, after she gave up a strict regime, an image of self-acceptance. My after is as I am now, cellulite, stretch marks, folds, rolls, all the things. Quickly spread internationally, blah, 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 blah. Which is crazy in itself,
I need to see a picture of her.
A woman learns to embrace her body and it becomes headline news in most countries around the world.
I need to see a picture.
What's her name?
Brumford.
Because I'll tell you right now if it's justifiable or not.
Okay. The thing that pisses me off is that...
And this isn't... Go.
A woman learns to embrace her body and becomes headline news in most countries around the world. Do you know who makes it headline news?
The news.
The news.
Yeah.
Idiot fucking... Every day there's an article about sexy grandmother, like, you know, gets confused for daughter or whatever.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, but the bitch has always got like 100 kilos worth of makeup
How
on.
dare you call her a
No,
bitch?
it pisses me off. You know what? This just shits me, right? You can do whatever you want to your body. I do not give a shit. Do whatever you want. Mutilate it. Get whatever you want.
How is she a bodybuilder? She looks like a normal person. That's not a bodybuilding
What's her name?
body.
Karen Brumford.
No, I've got the photos here.
Can I say something before I get completely cancelled? Okay.
Well, no, because
No, because I mean, this is what pisses me off.
Oh, look, that's not so bad. That's okay. But I want to see a modern day photo of a current day with when she got her award.
is that bad? Look at the right photo where she's, you know,
Normal.
That's
like
just
it's a normal
that's just
body.
like someone on the cover of
That's you.
me.
That's you as a female.
Yeah.
It's just a normal person with a
Yes,
normal
but
body.
what shits me is that the only people that sensationalize this shit
Yeah.
is commercial media.
I have more stretch marks than this bitch.
So do I. Okay,
I think... Yeah, go.
hang on.
Go.
This is what shits me, all right? Every fucking day there's an article that says sexy grandmother is now weightlifting on OnlyFans. You know, mother...
I'd pay to say that. See that.
Mother gets confused for daughter's twin. Like, all that sort of shit.
Every time she squats.
But, dude...
What's that noise?
Dude...
It's gravity.
It shits
Flapping
me.
in the wind. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, go.
It fucking shits me when you look at the stats and it's like the daughter is 18 and the mother is 38. Like my age.
Yeah.
It's like she's not old to say that she gets confused for a twin. Then you look at the photos, it's like, yeah, she's got like 100 kilos of makeup. She's had plastic surgery clearly done.
And she's got filters.
Yeah, and they've got 100 filters. It's like, what's so fucking miraculous about that, man?
Yeah.
She look like I look older than her and I'm the same age as her because I don't have any fucking makeup on.
Yeah.
It shits me. And the only people that sensationalize it is commercial Western media that runs with it because it's suddenly a news grab. Forget what's going on in the Ukraine. Forget what's going on in America.
On that in a second. Yeah, go.
All right? And this is what shits me, yeah?
Yeah.
It's like, embrace, and this is what this is saying, right? The body image movement, blah, 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 blah. It's about to combat it's to promote positive body image, combat toxic messaging, la, 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 la. Dude, these fucking filters and these cake faces that have done, like, thousands of dollars worth of plastic surgery clearly to try and beat the fucking clock, and they're promoting an OnlyFans page at the same time, like it's normal. And it's like, hang on, man. And then it's all this yes queen fucking confidence slay bullshit, blah 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 blah. It's like, wait a second, bitch. You're going to the fucking beach. You're posing in a leopard print bikini, but you got 50 kilos of fucking makeup on. Are you serious? Is that the confidence builder? I can't fucking put 50 kilos of makeup on. I choose not to.
Yeah.
That's real confidence.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? How about you promote an image where you don't have to fucking wear 50, and then it'll be like, oh, it's toxic masculinity that's created this.
You can't win.
It's like, bullshit.
You can't win.
I could give a shit if you wear makeup or not. It's your choice.
However, we have preferences. For me, personally...
No, that's not preference.
I don't
You're being
like...
a pig.
I don't... Exactly, right? I don't like piercings on a girl. That's like, apart from ears, I hate piercings on a cheek. I hate tattoos on a cheek. I don't like it. It doesn't do it for me. It's actually a turn-off. I'm not sexually attracted to tattoos on a girl, right?
You animal.
and makeup. If you wear makeup, I'm out. Like, if first impressions is that you need makeup to every day, I'm out. I'm not interested. But if I said that openly, I'd be a pig. I'd be a misogynistic pig, right? You can't have a preference. You have to accept everyone. That's not how it works.
According to the online schmucks.
Which are the loudest schmucks.
Yeah, but that, like I've said you many times before, that's not reality. Now, what you said there's a lot to unpack there, Dim. We'll address it a bit at a time. Now,
but when when you say it's not reality, unfortunately, it's becoming reality.
It's only it's the illusion of reality because, like you said, it's being pumped up so much because we have our social media in front of
This
us
is
at all
becoming
moments.
normal.
Yeah, but that's because we're absorbing it.
We're robots.
And we're just, I don't think I've posted that video. I'll have to show it to you later on the thread. But we're just absorbing it. We're passively just there on our phones and we're just absorbing all this crap. It is what it is. You can switch off it. It's just don't.
I just don't like being held responsible for a woman's need to put makeup on as if I've destroyed her confidence. Like, dude, I could give a fuck.
I'm going to
I don't force you to go to buy fucking Maybelline. I don't watch the ads. I don't make them. I don't make money out of it. And it goes back to that whole patriarchy, control of power, blah, blah, blah. The 1%, 0.5% of men out there that have money, right? The rest of us schmucks don't have money. Like, we don't have control. We don't have power. I don't create advertising. I don't do any of this. How's it my fucking fault?
Yeah.
Well, you think there's a club where, like, every man goes and checks in? It's like, all right, mate, here's your dividends, here's stipends for the last, year, 12 months.
Reparations.
Yeah, we get a stipend.
Reparations.
Yeah, because some billionaire out there, some fucking billionaire out there that's making money for whatever on his own, whatever he's doing, somehow that's enslaving the population. It's my fucking fault. I'm fucking still working 80 hours a week, still broke.
Yeah.
It just shits me when this false fucking value and confidence goes up, and then it's like, then you get this woman and now straight into the year.
And they're making money for it.
Dude, I could post a photo of me with my gut out. And here's a photo of me when I used to go to the gym. I was younger. I used to train every day, fucking blah, blah, blah. Here's a photo of me now.
You know which commercial kills me? Have you seen that men shake one? The shaker shake?
Yeah,
the chunky guy with the white beard?
The bald dude.
Yeah. I don't know. It just kills me seeing him dance and
His
shake.
face.
Yeah.
How'd they get him to dance for a fucking man shake?
Yeah.
Are you serious, bro? Are you serious?
That's
It
confidence.
just kills me, though. Okay. So, I think... Remember how,
Am I wrong? Like, it shits me. They promote
I think you're letting it get to you.
this
too much.
self-image shit, this overvalued crap. They've made a 40-year-old woman make her out to be like she's some ancient relic.
You're not
she's
wrong.
40, man.
You're not wrong.
She's not 80.
It is wrong. But the reason why he's getting so worked up, and it's the same for me as well, is because it's everywhere.
Yeah, and that's what I'm getting at.
You can't dodge it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see this stuff.
Well, you can. You
How?
can dodge it. You just don't consume it.
I don't consume it, but it's everywhere. If you scroll past something, you'll see it. If you see an ad, it's there. If you see people talking on Reddit, it's there. It's everywhere you look.
So all these things you're mentioning, you can actually select. There's the 3 little dots that say, show me less of this. Or I don't want to see that.
That's not been working, man.
Look,
it works for me.
Bottom fucking line, right, is whatever you are, right, whatever your grace is on this fucking earth, right, you're beautiful in your own skin. You're literally a miracle of fucking science, yeah? I did not create the toxic fucking masculinity thing, and I didn't create a world where you need to put makeup on to feel fucking beautiful. That is on you. That is on fucking you. And this false bravado shit of using filters and then watering down something like this woman, this mother at 40. Like I always see the article, mother mistaken for twin. It's like,
Where do you see that on?
just the net, man.
On the news, dude. It's on the news, all
now.
the time.
It's on the fucking news.
Legit.
Mother gets confused. Hang on. They mistake the mother for the daughter.
There's a lot of them, yeah.
And it's like, dude, she's 38, the daughter's 18. She had her when she was 20.
It's very clear to see who's the mother, by the way.
Yeah.
38 is not old.
No.
Like, you're making it out like she's 75.
Yeah.
And then always, there'll be some bullshit glam shot of her, caked up like she's wearing wedding makeup.
Which looks horrible, by the way.
Filters, set of fake cans, like, dead set, like, has been augmented to the absolute shithouse. And there'll be an OnlyFans page attached to it. She's now an enterprising entrepreneur earning $30,000 a week.
They're promoting.
I'm like, how is this an achievement?
Yeah.
How the fuck is this an achievement? And
Why isn't she a CEO of a company instead?
But that's what I mean. And it's like, wait a second, man. You people are watering down what's considered, like, you're the one that's filtering out confidence for women.
Yeah.
I never said she needed makeup. I never said any of this.
Yeah.
I'll go on record and say, you're fucking beautiful without it.
Yeah.
You don't fucking need it. I don't demand women wear, short skirts and heels and shit around me 24/7.
Yeah.
And most men don't.
That's what I was saying.
Most men don't.
That's the funny part.
If there's a percentage of men that demand it, that's on them.
Just go simple.
Avoid these douchebags. I don't give a shit. But it's become this stereotype now. It's like just It's typically accepted that
That's the best part about what you were saying earlier, looping back to that whole, like, when they've got the panel of girls and they're all like, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10.
Yeah.
They're all caked out the ass.
Yeah.
Mate, what are you under the 10?
When were you ever under 10?
Yeah.
What have you bought? How do you gauge your value?
Have you seen on the Pearl clips, there's sometimes comes up a white guy, he's like a clean-cut, skinny white guy on a podcast, and he usually has a bunch of young girls on his thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, there was one guy, right? Chiseled jaw, skinny, tall dude. He was a model for Vogue. They didn't know that. And he's like, what do you rate him, what does he rate himself? And he's like, oh, look, I think I'm about an 8. And they're like, whoa, they're all freaking out. They're like, no, you're a 6. And he's like, I'm a model. I'm a model for Vogue. I'm tall. I'm skinny. I'm he's like black with mixed another race.
Yeah.
Like he's a handsome
He's
dude.
mocha.
Yeah, he's mocha, right?
Throw a bit of mocha into the family latte.
He's in that top 1%, and they're all shit canning him. He's not wearing any makeup. He's not wearing anything fancy. He's just wearing like casual clothes.
Yeah.
And they're all like, no. And then they're like, we're all models. And they're like, well, who have you modeled for? And they're like, no, but we can be all models. And they're like, what delusional lives are you all living?
Yeah. And that's what I mean. They've bought into that whole ecosystem of
And that's
filters and everything.
Just Pearl keeps talking about it, how like the top, if you're looking at high value men, whether it's income or whether it's like these good looking dudes, they represent, women swipe right.
Oh, yeah.
Like 20% of the time or whatever. It's like 1 in 5. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So if you're only picking 20% of the men, and then you go even smaller and you look at what a man earns, you're fighting for literally 0.5 of the population.
Yeah.
So what happens to all these other guys that like seemingly get left behind? What, they're all shit? Do you know what I mean? Were your fathers, your uncles, your grandparents, were they all high value men, or were they part of the population? There's nothing wrong with being a normal person.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being just average.
My favourite saying. It's one of my favourite sayings, and I love it. It's called delusions of grandeur.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
But there's nothing wrong with just being an average person. You didn't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to appear to be living on yachts and shit every 2. No, normal people don't do that. The majority of the, dude, and that's the thing. These fucking Muppets fight for that 0.5% of the population that is stereotypically presented online in in the algorithm. Dude, so much of the world is just starving.
Yeah.
Never have anything more than maybe a car to share between 3 families.
Yeah.
So many kids out there, they'll never get to go to school because they simply can't afford to buy shoes. These idiots are propping themselves up with no base value of any kind. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you for real, man?
Yeah.
What world are we living in? It makes me angry, dude.
Yeah.
It's not misogyny. It's like, are you fucking joking? So what do we need to do to be high-value people? Seemingly everything.
Well, we're not female to start, so we'll never be.
Exactly.
That's all it is at this point. You need to be loud, and you need to be willing to get in front of a camera, and you need to be a female.